And I just did all this my way, and now I want to be a little bit more diplomatic about it. Why? So if you haven't seen the video titled A Week's Worth of Cute Cat Videos, you're going to want to check that out. These people, they're pushing fear on TV, pushing fear on YouTube. The media is pushing fear. I just got done watching a video of a broken balloon floating through, somebody saying it's some entity. It's broken. So it doesn't look like a balloon. It looks like an entity flying through the air. It's the first place I go. You know, and people are totally buying into this, and what a shame. Okay, so watching the news or getting on YouTube, it's the same thing.
He's doing some serious grappling out here. Maybe not serious. It's light grappling. That's it.
And when it comes out that there is no video, I'm not saying tanks aren't being rolled out, and I'm not saying there aren't some kind of vehicles on the street, but I am saying the footage that I watched was old footage. They didn't take nothing from you. You asked for it. You did it. You complied. With no time, this could be your first incarnation. I don't care where you are on the timeline. I kept trying to post positive things on Facebook. That's even negative. By doing that, it's saying we have a problem. And now I'm watching bats fly around a light in Vegas. And people are like, what is it?
Yes, okay. Colorado's on lockdown, and I believe the governor shut down all of the dispensaries and bars, alcohol, Monday for like 3 hours, and there was so many problems. We declared it a necessity. Just from that 3 hours, they had people lined up at dispensaries and beer distributors and liquor stores. You know, we just kept wrapping them around the blocks, and finally the governor said, okay, it's a necessity. Which, I don't know, it just seemed to me that something like that is obvious. Why would you do that? Was it a test? Because that's pretty obvious.
I think people don't see that what's going on out there is not what they're saying. I mean, I have talking with people now that are, to me, that are very quiet to themselves and really won't rock the boat, that are going, hey, somebody's got to rock the boat. And I'm like, hey, it's going to be you. And they're like, you know me, man, but how come people don't see this bullshit? And they're just, you know, only taking freedoms away. You know, everybody up here is doing what they're saying, and they're not getting results. That's what's getting them ticked off. They're doing. All right, so here I am. So I'm recording this. This is an old video. And I'm taking out all the stuff that got it taken down. And it's going to make this video pretty short, actually. 20, 30-minute video, maybe. And boy, do I go off here, let me tell you. I mean, I think I can get away with the next 4 seconds. Why bother? Because now I'm shut down till 8 minutes and 17 seconds in. Let's just give you that. A lot of the things I say here talk about alien stuff, fake alien invasions and stuff like that. And I thought it was, since that Miami thing with the Miami Mall, dimensional aliens coming out of a portal and all this, I'm like, yeah, you know, I mean, allegedly, believe me, there's no footage. I mean, me as a conspiracy person, I have answers for that, but whatever. Not getting into that. I've watched enough of that video, enough of that stuff. I figure with the Bayside Mall in Miami, I figure most of that information will come out a year from now or right around the election. right around September. All right, let's push you guys forward here. Where at?
Her.
Okay.
If all the hospitals are in, making no sense at all. A lot of the things make no sense. I don't care. I'm off of it, not listening to it. I'm probably behind here so far.
Okay, that's not the right time.
Because I'm just.
Yes, it is.
This isn't what
Oh,
I should be
see.
talking about. I should
I
be
see.
talking about. I've been meditating and like crazy and really pulling in some really good info. When I do go online, it's positive or balanced. If there is a negative aspect to it, it's done with respect. It's not, oh, we got to kill them and get rid of them now, because they've been doing this for 2,000 years, and we've already won. This is just a matter of going through the motions, and where are you keeping your heart? Because I'm pretty sure you might still have a choice where you get to go. Because even though we won, they still have, there's timelines where they win. Okay, so in my opinion, but I need to be doing here what I'm actually doing in my life, and that would be meditating more. I'm walking outside. I just went for a walk. Okay, I'm walking down the street. This couple's coming down, walking a dog, and I just went. I am against social distancing.
I'm not sure this should be up, but you know.
They're like, we are too, but they just kept walking. We didn't stand and talk or anything. There was one lady, another lady on a bike. She was walking her bike, and I went, I'm against it. And she kind of moved the other way, so I went, oh, I'm just kidding, honey, have a nice day. She smiled. All right, so I'm exaggerating a little. I'm not. I'm being me, man. And the more and more this goes on, I'm being me. The more and more I stay away from listening to, look, I love these people. I love what they're doing. There are many of my friends online still posting, chasing this thing, trying to get people to wake up that it's fake. I think it's beautiful that they're doing that. But for me, I don't need that now. And there's a lot of us on here that don't need that. We need to just learn how to go in. I kept trying to post positive things on Facebook. That's even negative. By doing that, it's saying we have a problem. We don't have a problem. This thing's over. We're just going through it. So I just got done watching a video of a broken balloon floating through. Somebody saying it's some entity, and I got bats flying around the Luxor in Vegas, saying entities are coming back. The fallen angels are coming back. And people are totally buying into this, and what a shame. People are totally buying, and that's just, they're pulling out all the stops here, so then that's just building up energy because people are really buying into it, and that fear is growing. Okay, maybe this person really believes that stuff. Even so, it's you're pushing fear. Even if it is true, you're pushing fear. And now I'm watching bats fly around a light in Vegas, and people are like, what is it? I've seen the same thing in Atlantic City many years ago, many times. It looks exactly the same. I checked out a couple other videos that they said that bats or something was going around the Luxor, and I'm checking it out. They're calling it bats. Can't really tell. I can see some wings moving, but you can't really tell. So I'm still looking at it more. But to come right out and state that these are beings, I'm sorry, man. People better wake up. And some of those shots are really cool where it gets brighter and bigger, and you're like, wow. Well, that's because it's getting close to the light. And whether it's bats or seagulls or whatever, eating the insects around the light. I mean, that's what it is. You got people pushing tank footage too. Not one person has said, this is the date. Not one person. And I've seen new footage. I've seen
footage that I've seen a few years ago come up. People are claiming they're rolling through. I don't see dates. And then there was some new footage I saw that was really old and grainy, and I'm like, wow, but something I never seen. No dates. People are just talking. I'm not saying there's not tanks or trucks or military or National Guard. I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm saying the footage you're seeing on YouTube, it's not, it might be legit, but not some of it. To me, I know some of it's definitely not legit. Some of it might be because it's new to me. I don't know. I really didn't look into it. As far as, what am I going to do? Where am I going to find that footage? I don't really care. It's people not getting enough information, putting it out there, and they're spreading fear. It's the last thing we need, especially with entities coming out of lights. Come on. And I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I'm just saying that's not what that is. I'm avoiding all of the channels, and I'm giving other people chances. It is exactly what I'm doing. I didn't realize I was doing it. I'm like, well, I've noticed some other people shift and change, right? Right before this happened, 2-3 weeks before this went on, there were some major shifts. And I have ideas and theories that I just can't put out. Maybe I'll write them down. I probably should. So there was a couple of channels, 2 or 3 of them, that I thought, yeah, you know what, I blew these people off because I knew they were full of crap. Or whatever. I gave them a chance, and I'm like, wow, okay. And there's differences. They've changed, but nah, it's the same stuff. Let me give you a little bit of this, and then throw in some of the fear stuff. Maybe they have to. I don't know. Yeah, see, I keep coming up with what's going on, and then I try and figure out how this is going to play out, and I'm like, well, no, don't do that. I'm just creating more timelines. It's about the one I'm in and the one I'm going to deal with, and what I'm going to do afterwards. And that's, it's like I can see where I'm on the verge of flipping that, because my last couple of videos, I was, hey, I'm keeping my opinion to myself, and then when I see some other YouTube channels that are actually doing the opposite of what they're trying to do, I mean, look, and these are bigger channels. I think I bitched about that enough. That's I should be calling that out. I should do what's from my heart. Well, my heart's telling me, you know what, YouTube's not important. that's what I'm getting. But I guess if I was going to call anybody out, it would be on YouTube, right? Because these people, they're pushing fear on TV, pushing fear on YouTube. The media is pushing fear. But no matter who I speak with outside of this, and I'll be 6 feet from them, and I'll be like, hey, what's going on? What the fuck? You know anybody that's sick? Anybody got the flu? No. Nobody. I don't know anyone. Nobody. Anytime you hear about somebody having this thing,
like I should have
We're going to stop this. We're going to stop it. Or when they see they're going to lose control. I did talk about this in depth in my last video, but I do want to throw out there, talking about getting chipped in the mark of the beast, and that's all fear stuff as well. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it, because they've always done things gradually, and that's what they're going to do with that too. And by the time the chip gets in your forehead, people are going to be asking for it. It's going to be a gradual thing. It's going to be the card, then a device that you carry on you. Then they're going to put it in your hand, and they're going to put it in your forehead, and the masses are going to ask for that. They already proved that they got the power, so I don't understand what their agenda is unless there's something else going on. Oh, I think there's a bunch of something else going on. With no time, this could be your first incarnation. I don't care where you are on the timeline. First, second, third, guess what? They're all happening at the same time. So it's not even a first or whatever, but you could be consciously experiencing the last timeline. So there's no first and last. They're all happening at the same time. Consciously, I guess maybe you're picking them up in order, which wouldn't make sense for what I believe as far as how astral goes, but no time.
I could see where a lot of people would have picked the end game to be their last conscious experience of physical reality, and respect the people helping you to learn, which would be the dark side and the light side. And I've been dealing with this polarity, positive, negative. And everybody's like, well, stay away from the negative and go to the positive. But I don't think that's the idea. I think the idea is to balance it. Straight up balance. I don't think it's about too much of this or too much of that, because that's when you get the conflicts. And then you coming together and we're one.
And like I said, I ain't saying entities can't come out of lights, and I ain't saying tanks aren't rolling down some streets. I'm just saying what you're seeing on YouTube, you need to be careful or get the hell off. Because be careful what you're watching. Be careful what you're feeding your mind with. Because even if it's not real, you're going to bring that energy, that scary, fearful energy into your body, and that's what you're going to put out, and that'll just spread.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I already slipped it in there. And I did miss a part where I was supposed to edit.
What are they called? Marlow balloons? I don't know what they are. They're like silver metallic kind of balloons. It's broke. The balloon's broke. It's not floating. It's floating because it's floating all around. And they're calling for, the fallen angels are coming down and stuff. And people are on board with that too. I went down the comments looking for somebody to say, dude, it is a balloon. It's a broken balloon. And with the bats running around the lights, just my opinion. He's entitled to his. I'm entitled to mine. Just not doing it. He's not doing enough research on the stuff he's putting out, and it's pushing fear, and people are buying into it, and they're building up that energy. I don't understand the fear mongering. I don't understand the push to fight for your rights. They told you to stay in, and you stayed in. They didn't take nothing from you. You asked for it. You did it. You complied. I figure people are just going to start going about their life eventually. So I've noticed in the past 3 weeks to a month, and before the crown mystery of 2020 became prevalent in the States, I've noticed people were shifting. I shifted to where they're different. They ain't different, man. I tried, Prince. They ain't different. I look at these people because they're bigger channels talking about the stuff that's going on now. Dude, you didn't do enough research on this. You put it out there to the masses because you're a big channel, and what you're putting out is not true. It's absolute lies, and it's just putting fear into people. I only went back to him because of another channel that I totally nixed that I knew was.
I totally want to tell you who I'm talking about here. I totally want to tell you who I'm talking about. And I probably will by the end of the video if I don't mention it here. Now, I've edited this a few times. The end gets choppy where I'm talking about you know what, but I'm not saying anything. And that makes me nervous. So I believe this is just before 2021. You get my meaning. I believe this one was taken down. So let's go ahead and I'll finish it. But this is stuff where it's obvious what I'm talking about, but I'm not saying it. So we'll see.
Complete bullshit. And this person looked at, I thought, wow, they changed. Oh, wow, let me check this out. The whole backdrop was different. The whole interview was different. Yeah, I'm all into it. And then at the end, he's going, if I was still in the States, I'd be pissed. I want my freedoms back. I'd be arming myself, and I'd be protecting myself.
I'm actually talking about two different people here. I can't remember the one guy's channel's name. The balloon guy with the aliens around the light and all was RFB. That's all I'm giving you there. And the other guy is a guy that moved to China. And I can't remember his name. That's what I'm talking about now. When all this was going down in the States, the crown thing, you know, he was saying you should be up in arms. You should. Well, he didn't have to. So I didn't like that. Got his point, but
People should be pissed, and you should stand up for your rights. And listen, the guy's just trying to start a problem, and we got bats and seagulls in Atlantic City flying around this light. Okay, and there's bats out in Vegas doing it, and there's a person out online actually saying that there are entities coming out of this light. I saw videos on YouTube this week that had tanks coming down the street. It was the same footage I saw with the Jade Helm bullshit 4 years ago, whatever that was. Same video. I'm not saying tanks aren't being rolled out, and I'm not saying there aren't some kind of vehicles on the streets in some of the bigger cities. I would suspect they are. I'm not there. I don't know. But I am saying the footage that I watched was old footage. Why would these people be pushing the fear immediately? I'm like, you know what? I like this person. I like what they do. I like how they're getting the message out. But this is not for me. I don't need to hear. You listen to the news, and they're going, it's growing all over the United States.
fear is the reason these people put that stuff out. Fear gets hits. Fear gets hits, even if you don't want to watch it. Fear, you're going to hit it. I mean, how many in this community didn't hit the Miami alien thing? And now, look, I'm going to tell you, I saw that Miami alien thing on the 2nd when it came out. And I didn't know what to think. I thought I'd wait for more information. When I got a little bit more information, I kind of just forgot about it. That thing went away. That thing went away for 3-4 days and came back like on the 7th, maybe on the 6th. Came back a week later. And I have my thoughts on that, man. But, you know, and yeah, here, because this is on this video back in 2022, whatever, 2021. I was talking about that stuff, and there's other videos in this series I'm going to put out that are old videos and videos that have been taken down. There's only the videos that were taken down. I think there's 7 of them. And I have a few that were never put up, and it shouldn't be long. There shouldn't be that many of them. I'm considering putting the 2nd one in here, but I have it here X'd out that I'm not going to put it in at all because I'm talking about things, talking about protesting and how much I think protesting is fruitless. But I get a little emotional about it, and I'm like, God, dude, calm down. I'm sitting there watching myself going, dude, calm down. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. You know, and I have to block out stuff because I do bring it up, and I'm like, I might just shoot through that kind of quick just to get rid of it, just because, you know, because I say some smart stuff. I say some things that I don't agree with. That's another reason why I don't want to put it up. But this was back, you know what, 3-4 years ago? What year is it? So, yeah, I'll probably do it. I'll probably poke a couple things in there. Let's go ahead and finish this one.
I'm guessing, by the way. It's getting bigger. You listen to YouTube, they're going to martial law. They're taking over. We got to protect ourselves. It's the same thing. Okay, so watching the news or getting on YouTube, it's the same thing. And like I said, I like a lot of these people, and I will continue to listen to them. It's just for what's going on now with me. I've already pulled myself out of an extreme timeline and brought myself into a more passive. I don't think that was any good, but at least I'm moving. I'm moving out of this. I don't know how quick, and I know I could wake up tomorrow and have them go, it's over. Okay, I stopped getting the bell ring from everybody. I don't want to know.
Somebody was saying, hey, when does this end? I'm like, well, when they want it to end. I mean, there's too many things that don't make sense.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stop it a tiny bit early here because I'm getting into it. I believe I am not muted. I am not. And when am I getting back on? Another 20 seconds. So, like I said, these videos are what? 2021, man. Probably a few months before that. Let's see where I'm at here.
Trying to pick up information. It's all lies. All of it. Whether it be TV or YouTube or whatever. All right, so I was just listening to that, and yeah, most of it is probably lies. But you still want to get your information. Be careful what you're listening to, and discern anything you are taking in, even if you resonate with it. Discern it. But you're going to get your answers from within. I was going to say your real answers, but you're going to get the truth from within. And
At this point, I'm just observing what's going on. I'm very limited on the media. I'm still trying to keep my opinion to myself. I don't know how well I'm doing. I mean, some guy come up to me and he's going, you would not believe. They keep saying China's doing better, but they're not, because I got this info that says that it's actually worse. And well, I heard the snap, but I said, look, don't come in here telling me that you know what's going on because you watched some news report. Get that shit away from me.
By this time next year, we'll be talking about it. I mean, that's as close as I can get. I think it's going to fade out before winter shows up. Because I think after this, people are going to be trying to catch up and then trying to put money away and save it for the next time. So, you know, at the end of summer, this thing will be dying out. Wintertime, everybody's going to save up. By about this time next year, I think everything will seem like it's almost normal, besides the obvious stuff if you're still watching TV. And I'm so off of that now, and the YouTube thing, as far as watching other people's videos with the crap that's going on. You're just feeding, you're polluting your mind. And I took a couple of days where I didn't get on at all, and I realized I'm going to continue that. To a point. It's actually helped me. It's helped me because I'm meditating more, I'm getting deeper within, I'm in better communication with it. I'm in better communication with it or God or my higher self, which is what I think I called it throughout my whole life. And now I'm just basically going with God because that's what everybody else, that kind of covers it all. You know, but when I speak with it, it's my higher self, and I feel closer to it when I do that. And it brings me back to when the orbs descended upon me. And I really feel like the information I got at the tail end of that was, you know, this is you. Be careful what you watch out there. And I'd say, you know, do what I did. Set a time for when you're going to meditate. Set a time for when you're going to clean, read, take care of the cat. Just watch. Be careful what you watch out there if you're going to watch something. But I'm going to tell you something. This goes away quicker when you stay off of TV and YouTube and all the media.
I thought, last night it was extremely windy. And I've heard one other person maybe 2 nights ago talk about how windy it was.
You're the star of the movie. This is for you. So whatever you're feeling is where this is going to go. And I'm telling you, because of where I'm at, I'm so unconcerned, which is mothballing that. I'm like, okay, this is just going to get better and more fun. I don't even think that. It's just a knowing. Stay off of TV, stay off of YouTube, act like there's no electronics. You might even get that chance. Anyway, I'm hearing 3 days of darkness coming. Yeah, I would think. I mean, why not? You know, that's going to help a lot of people get within, I'll bet. So do it now so you don't need that bull crap. it just occurred to me that Easter's coming up. So I'm like, wow, 3 days of darkness, the 3 days. But what's going on in the world is bullshit. Look, if you're that upset that you can take a day off to go protest, then you must be willing to be arrested. If you're willing to be arrested, you might as well just go to work. I don't know how bad you want to get out there. Yeah, that's the program.
This is it. I do little clips of the whole video. I'll do the whole video first, then I take out these tiny little points and put them up right up front in the beginning.
Telling you to do this.
I don't care how good you are at protesting. I don't care if you're the best protester in the whole world. You're never going to get them to go, okay, you're right, just open up the doors. Open up the stage. What is your protest going to do? What is your goal? What is your end goal for protesting? Do you even know? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm coming up with all this protesting bullshit. Mark from System Failures out there in the other side of the pond getting arrested. Got it on video and everything. I feel bad for what happened to the guy, but he's got to be on board with me now. He's got to understand that got him nowhere. Got him arrested. What did it do? Did they come out and say, Mark, you're right, we're so sorry for taking your rights away? No. Just Mark, I'm really sorry about what happened to you, buddy. Thought about it. I've mentioned it on other channels. I've thought about it. I slept on it. We need to start protesting. There's absolutely nothing protesting will do. Please sit back and think about it. I've been trying to think about, well, how do I get the word out on this? Because every time you go and protest, they are going to infiltrate it and make you look bad, period. It's going to happen every single time. You are never going to get anything done protesting. When I say that, I mean a public protest. Okay, I'm talking public protests with a bunch of people that you don't know.
Okay, it's been done throughout history. A protest has never, ever worked. What are you going to get from that?
I actually don't know if that's true. I don't know if a protest has never worked. I mean, these are some of the things that I wish I didn't say or reworded. Look, if the entire country went out and protested, maybe that would work. I don't know. And I do come up with a suggestion. And it's about writing, and if everybody writes in, if these congressmen get inundated with letters, they'll get the message. I mean, like if everybody protested and wrote letters, they'd get the message. If other people went ahead and it's just an idea. Would everybody do that? I don't know. I think it's a nice suggestion for protesting. That's how I feel now. I mean, then I get pretty emotional here sometimes, and I'm going to be skipping around big time.
Locked up, or the people that are infiltrating the thing, making you, the protester, look bad. They get locked up. Big deal. They let them out right away. What's wrong with you protesting people? That's not going to get you anywhere. Now, I wanted to do this and have a response, have an answer to, instead of protesting, do this. I really don't. The best thing I got is go open up your business, go to your job, go stand in front of your job and picket that. Dude, hey, boss.
I see some stuff here that doesn't need to be here.
Are we going to do it by force? Is that how we're going to get it back? No, it's not going to happen that way. Why's everything got to be forced? Because that's what they want, and that's what they started. Smart people, wake the fuck up. No more protesting. The people out there protesting will not be talking about the
I almost missed it there. Let's see. We are skipping all the way to, or we're not. Can I get in now?
They already know
they pissed off the world.
I think I can, but I just want to skip around here. Let's see what's going on here.
You know, write to your congressman,
There you go.
write to your states. A lot of them are just in power and enjoy the power. Have no idea what they're doing. Oh, right. Start writing to these people. Start emailing these people. Ask them what's going on. A lot of them are just in power and enjoy the power. Have no idea what they're doing. You know, write to your congressman, write to your state senator, and go to your job. If you're a business owner, get together with all the other business owners in the area and everybody open up at the same time. That's your protest. That's what you tell the police too. This is how I'm protesting. I'm opening. If you need to find me, fine. I'm opening my business, or else my family's going to starve. Would you like to feed my family? Tell this to the police. I'm sure they will have starving families eventually as well. No more protesting. I don't know how.
And after you open up your business,
Yeah, we're going to skip big time here. I'm talking about why people are protesting, as you can see by my hand signals and shit. Excuse me. Here looks good.
first off, when you do that, you're doing everything wrong that they supposedly say
And I'm still talking about it.
that you should be doing. So that's like a kick in the face. So they have a reason to do it. They already can do whatever they want. Don't give them the reason. When you go protesting, you go out to these things. Who's starting them? Somebody's got to be starting them. You really think it's like somebody like me saying, come on, we're all going to go in City Hall and we're all going to just protest at 12 o'clock? Meet me there? You people are awake enough to know that there is no possible way protesting is going to get done what you want to get done. Okay? And another thing, people out there with the bullhorns, cut it out. That's a weapon of the infiltrator to get everybody to gather around them. What do you think you're going to accomplish by protesting? Do you seriously believe they're going to go, you know what? Hey, open up, man. These people are right. It's not going to happen. You go protest, you're causing problems. They're going to infiltrate it. They're going to make it look like they're in on it. Yeah, let's go. Get armed. Yeah, force. It's not going to work. I'm looking at this going, this can't work. It's impossible. Protesting will never work. Stay off the streets. Stay off the protesting. And I will debate anybody. You can't beat me in a debate like that because you don't know everybody around you. You're never going to know everybody around you. I keep saying that. If you're going to protest, do it in your own groups. Know everybody in your group. Doesn't matter. They could have a small group of infiltrators walking up. Okay? Come up with something else other than protesting. I know that's the American thing to do, and it's our right. Bullshit. We have no more fucking rights. Okay? Stop protesting. You're going to make it worse. I don't know how I can get this message across. It's only going to go to the 100, maybe 200 people that I send out. So now I'm going on every show that is live because I can't go live till June 20th. So now I got to go on all these other shows and bring this up. I don't know how else to do this. I don't know how I'm going to run around to every channel I know when they go live, and I'm going to make the biggest stink ever about idiots going out to protest because you really think you're going to get your shit back. You will never, ever, ever succeed with your whatever your goal is. You will never succeed by protesting.
I don't need to.
Can't be done.
I'm
Once they find out about the protest, they bring in their own people.
And how emotional.
Like I'm telling you, man. That thing in Sacramento, I'm telling you, I saw a couple people there by themselves screaming their bloody head off about nothing and then got arrested. Kicking and screaming, and I'm like, why? That wasn't necessary. No, I really do believe that person was there to do it on purpose. They're there alone. That's number one. We get a group.
I know, seems simple enough. I'm going to say stop protesting and just open up your business. Go to work. Get your bosses to open up your business. Everybody do it at the same time. I mean, at first I was thinking gradually, because right now, this is a tourist town, and I got news for you. I walked around town twice today, and I've seen more people than I have in a couple of months. And I know for sure one had a mask.
Oh, I almost. Yeah, this is a bit here. I'm talking shit about shit. And I don't know how much of this is actually if this is even gonna work. I'm sorry I'm even putting this stuff in. I don't like the stuff I'm saying. Where am I at? Am I there yet? No, I must still be bitching. And that's the thing. Even at the end of this, I'm looking, wow, it's going to be choppy where I'm, just putting my opinion out there. Now, I will say this. There are things that I'm saying here that I'm blacking out that are up on big channels right now, and they're coming right out and saying it, and they're not being taken down. They're not being censored and all that. So, let's see here.
I don't know what that does. I don't know if it even matters. But it's better than going starting fights and getting locked up.
I'm talking about rape.
And if you're out there protesting and getting locked up, you're doing something wrong. Because that's part of it. That's what they want, man. They want that. And we have to be smarter than that. We have to be smarter than this.
Instead of, because when you protest, that's just a way for them to infiltrate it, make it look bad, give them a reason to arrest people, give them a reason to stop what's going on, to stop the protest. Heck with protesting, just open up your business. If you have a town you want to do it in, a block, start a block at a time. Everybody on the block, open it up. What are they going to do? Fine you? Man, nobody's going to pay these fines. I don't know. I don't see it. They can't fine you for this. These are not laws. You go to court. I don't think the stuff shouldn't hold up. I don't know. I don't know about these judges and whatnot. We'll see. I'm sure some are good.
Persons of interest. Person of interest? It used to be persons of interest for me. Now it's person of interest. Just assume everybody's getting their orders from the machine. Assume nobody's going to come. The police are going to come knocking on your door because the machine told the governor to tell the chief police to go get the police to go knock on the door. If we assume that's going on, we can break it down. A lot of people. We could stop protesting altogether, and they could still put their own protests out there, making us look bad. Because, it doesn't matter. I don't see that happening. We got your crisis actors. Idiots. Oh my God, you got your crisis actors. Why ain't they going to have their crisis protesters? Or protester actors? Protest actors. Protest acting. Protest act. Please see this, and please, and if you do end up if you go to one of these protests, don't bring the bullhorn, because the bullhorn is the weapon of the enemy. They will take the bullhorn, get the crowd around them, and then start screaming about rights and bullshit and stuff that they don't even. This is what they're told to scream and yell. Anybody wants to invite me on their channel to talk about this, that's fine. I've really said all I need to say. There's really nothing else you can say. What is your goal for protesting? To let them know that you're angry and upset with what they're doing. Okay, they know. Do they think you stopped being worried if you stopped protesting? No. What other goals do you have for protesting? Here's your jobs back. Go to work. They're not going to do that, man. I don't care how good you are at protesting. I don't care if you're the best protester in the whole world. You're never going to get them to go, okay, you're right, just open up the doors. Open up the state. Let them have it. Our bad. Our mistake. Really good protesting, though. Shit, if it wasn't for all that great protesting, we wouldn't have known. It's your right to protest. It's your right to protest at your job while you're working. Open the doors.
But seriously, stop the protest. They go,
They put one person in there. This person is alone. They start screaming and yelling. Everybody else is like, yay. We have somebody that'll speak for us. And they're not saying the right things, these people. They're saying, they're saying stuff like, I have a right to talk, and this is my right, and these are the amendments, and you're taking, okay, fine. You know what? We're getting there. But that's not why you're protesting. You're protesting to open up California or whatever state you're protesting in. Just open up your store. Get a block to do it at a time every day. Boom. Or see, I would say do it all at the same time. I'm not sure. I guess we got to experiment. Just start that, because, in a couple of months, everything's going to...
See, and I don't even know if I'm saying the right things. I don't even know if my ideas here mean anything. I don't know if the things I'm saying are right. But this is 4 years ago. So, I'm not sure what to think. I'm not sure I want to put this back on. I bet I'm talking about protesting.
If you do, watch these people, watch these other people, watch the people getting in the face of the police, watch the people getting on the front lines who are by themselves with a bullhorn. A person screaming and yelling, nothing. This is my right, my amendment, but they took your rights. You have no rights. And you keep giving them happily. Here, take my rights. I want protection. Another thing is, it's the other part of it. The police don't even realize they're part of that protest scam. Police don't even realize it. People start a little protest. They bring their own people in. That's still peaceful. Everything's great. Just don't do nothing until the police get there. When the police get there, slowly do your thing. It's so obvious. Now the police are being told, push them back or don't push them back, but get them back on the sidewalk. Whatever tiny little, they're on the grass. Keep off the grass. Whatever tiny little thing is, they're going to do it to push to provoke. Okay, and they probably don't even realize they're doing it, but the people starting this shit do.
I mean, even if nobody was protesting and we didn't go out on the streets, and let's just go to work. Go to work instead of going and protesting. Open up the businesses.
You got to come up with something else. Protesting is so obviously not working. How did anybody, none of these people were Mandela affected. There is nobody at a protest that's Mandela affected. Shouldn't be. Because I don't see how they saw the Mandela effect. I don't see how protests just are never, ever, ever going to work. Ever. Impossible.
Even if we stop protesting, they could still have 30 people go and protest, acting like they're us, making a big scene.
I got to be careful here because in my notes, I said, after 1520, I can sit there and post, but that's when I decided I wasn't going to do this one. Because it just seems like it's just me bitching. And I'm not sure I agree with this stuff. I mean, I agree to a point. But there's something I'm like, you know what? Maybe protesting is a good way to get your point across, whatever. I don't know. I'm pretty much a different person at this point, but I make some good points. Especially with the writing in thing. I think, you know what? If everybody did it, they'd know. And then if nothing comes of that, then everybody that wrote in should go protest. I mean, one step at a time, I'm thinking, because I'm pretty emotional here, So, but I don't know that I'm going to come back on right now because I need to watch the rest of this and have my finger on the trigger. Because I think this went pretty well so far, and that's how I'm going to do this from now on. I'm going to, at least this series, I'm going to record it. Because I'll be able to go in and edit later and not have issues before I go ahead and give it to you guys. Today's date is the 10th, but I don't know when you're going to get it. Okay, let's go. Like I said, I got to pay attention here.
I think it's a good idea. If you're going to protest, make sure you know everybody in your group.
Even though I feel like I'm just bitching.
That's just giving them more ammo.
If you're that willing to go to a protest because you're that upset, then you're willing to get arrested. Because protests do nothing and never, ever, ever will, except give the enemy ammunition. We protest, you're helping them.
Yeah. I think people be smart, because the protesting's not going to work. Has it ever? Has it ever worked? It only caused problems throughout history. We got to come up with other ways to do it. And the obvious thing to me is just open up your business. Get on the whole block, put out a petition, talk to your chief police, your sheriff, whoever the authority is in town. Let them know. Say, look, we're not doing this to break balls or anything else. We need to live, and it's either this or riots. You know, we're going to open up. This is silly. Nobody in our town. You know, just open up and support us, because we need the support. And go do it. Open up. Because protesting, you know, then the police, they get their orders to go make sure people are off the sidewalk, make sure they're on the sidewalk, make sure they're here, make sure they're there. And that just causes problems. And the people that are infiltrating and get in the police's face to even cause more problems. I say stop with the protesting and just go out and open up your business, or go out and support other businesses. Go to tourist towns, go to places you wanted to go to before. Just do it.
Not paying attention, you know. I got quotes coming up in my hands. I'm afraid to turn this shit on.
City blocks, okay, at a time. One block. If 3 blocks see it, the next 3 blocks will do it. Okay, take the fines. Yeah, I'll get back to you. We'll pay. Yeah, whatever. I'll see you in court. We're going to have all these people going in court for these fines at the same time. I mean, it's not lawful for them to fine you for this stuff.
I don't know.
At least the way.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a lawyer.
And like I said, I say stop with the protesting.
No kidding. That's all I've been saying.
If you're willing to protest, if you think you're doing the right thing, that means you're willing to go to jail. Okay? Protest does nothing. If you're willing to go to jail, go open up your business, go to work, go do what they do when they strike in front of your job. Get the whole business together, stand in front of the job till the guy opens up the business. Go to your jobs. And they'll arrest you, because when you go to a protest, that's what you're looking for. The only thing that's going to happen, the only thing you're going to accomplish is, look, everybody, I got arrested. Look at me. What did I do? I made a difference.
See, I'm listening to this for the first time in a long time, because I stopped vetting this. I find it a little interesting, especially how emotional I was. I'm like, I think back on this, and I don't ever remember. I mean, I guess I remember it now because I'm watching this, but I'm like, wow, are there other videos where I'm screaming about protesting? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I'm looking forward to doing the next segment of this series of videos, because I think I talk up the fake alien invasion stuff. And with the Miami thing, I'm like, yeah, you know, I want to get this stuff up now. It's a good time. I mean, I'm not out looking for, you know, hits and all that. It's not why I do this. And I'm going to get back into doing it for the Mandela effect. That's if I do get back into it. I find myself here in front of the computer very seldomly anymore. And to do this, it's like, to me, this is a distraction, but it's information that I wanted out then. Do I want it out now? It's stuff that's I can talk about, and it's stuff that is being, some of it, I'm blacking out as much as I can. You know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm looking forward to that. I want to hurry up and get that second one out, because I think that's going to be like some fake alien invasion talk and stuff. So, all right, where are we at on this anyway? I got another 7, 8 minutes to explore.
Because I got busted.
I'd say everybody that's protesting, go to your job. Tell your boss to open up. You don't have to pay us. You don't have to pay us until we get going.
I mean, is that a good idea? I mean, it's, you know, I'm thinking back on all that and I'm thinking, is that a good idea? If everybody would have just went to work and stood in front of their job and, you know, that would have been a protest in itself. You know, so maybe not as emotional as I'm talking about it, but, you know, I mean, could have been a thing.
We got to wait for the economy to get better. Just to make sure I eat. Feed me. Give me a meal. You know, I mean, I some people need to be paid. I get it. You know, but say let's get this started. Let's get this show on the road and just open up. Because protesting is just going to cause problems. I'm telling you. It doesn't do anything. What's it do? They're going to come out and go, you know what? We heard you. Open it up. It's not going to happen that way. Wake up. Let's do this right.
Protest, you're losing. They will infiltrate it every time. A protest has never, ever brought anything back. Oh, look, they protested. This works. No. The way to fight this is peacefully by opening up your business. And when they shut your business down, fine you, and arrest you for that, then okay, yeah, look at me, everybody. They shut my business down. They arrested me. Then you got some ammo.
I'm not just a little bit right. I am absolutely right about this. Check yourself. I know how bad you want to get out there. Yeah, that's the program telling you to do this. I want my rights back. That's the program telling you to fight.
Protesting is just absolutely useless, pointless, useless.
I'm very right about this. Think about it, man. Stop protesting. You can't win. You cannot accomplish anything.
I'm just sorry about how, and I actually want to pause that. I'm sorry about how emotional I am about it. I mean, and I wouldn't care if this was a 5-minute video, but this was a 27-minute video. And how much did I shut out? 1 minute, 2 minutes? I might have shut out. So it might be 17 minutes of me screaming about this protest thing. So look, I'm just going to go ahead and let this run out and end the video there. So thanks for hanging out and joining. This is the first part of videos that were taken down that I'm going to edit the stuff that reasons it was taken down for. I talk spiritual stuff. I talk fake alien invasion stuff. And I talk Mandela stuff. And I'm like, damn. I just assume that stuff's still out there. I'm finding videos now, Vanessa VA, Nobleness D interviews I did, and they're down. They're taken down. And I'm like, wow, let me do this first, and then go ahead and listen to them videos again to see if I can get anything up. Because I don't know that I'll be able to get those videos back up at all. I'm pretty sure I know what we were chatting about. So good night and thanks. And there's you got a good 5 minutes left here, and I'm going to let it run out. Enjoy it.
Not going to accomplish anything.
If I can.
If you want to protest, open up your business. That's my suggestion. If anybody has any other suggestions, I want to hear them. Put them out there.
So I'm pretty sure I'm just talking about protesting here. But we'll see. I'm going to keep my finger on the trigger. Let's go.
Can't say it enough. So I'm just going to keep repeating it.
I think I've said it enough.
Stop protesting. If you're willing to be arrested for protesting, because that's the best you'll do, then go open up your business or go stand in front of your job. Go to your job. Everybody open up your business. Just get back to life normal. If they arrest you, then you got something. But this protesting shit's got to stop. You're only hurting yourselves. You're only hurting it. You're just giving them ammunition. How do you not see that protests have never worked throughout history? If you could see
The earth is not a ball. If you could see that they lied to you about everything throughout history, if you could see that physical reality now is malleable, it shifts, it changes. Why can't you see that protesting is ammunition for the person you're protesting against? How do you not see that? Please wake up. Please, please, please. It's just going to make it worse. You got no shot. I will debate anybody on protesting, and you got all of my ammunition right here. You got it. So what? They know that you're pissed. Okay? They know you're mad. You're not going to scream out their window, okay, you got your rights back. Sorry we did that to you. It's not going to fucking happen. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. Coming up with all this protesting bullshit. Mark from System Failures out there in the other side of the pond getting arrested. Got it on video and everything. I didn't see any crowds. I feel bad what happened to the guy. He got pulled down. I mean, I saw it. It was ridiculous. I didn't see any film before or why they pulled him down. I didn't see anybody else in the area protesting. It was just him. I feel bad for what happened to the guy. But he's got to be on board with me now. He's got to understand that got him nowhere. Got him arrested, got him a record, got him a little fame. What did it do? Did they come out and say, Mark, you're right, we're so sorry for taking your rights away? No, just go open a business. If they're going to arrest you for opening your business, you got something. You have ammo. Mark, I'm really sorry about what happened to you, buddy. Last couple of minutes here is just me being passionate. So if you claim to be awake and you're protesting, you ain't awake.
God, ticks me off. You go out and you protest, you're just making it worse. You're giving them ammunition. You're not doing yourself any favors. You're not doing your family any favors. And you can't debate me on this. It's impossible. I had a guy, no, I need my, and you know what he said? I need my bullhorn. It's my right to have a bullhorn or some shit. It's my right to speak. You're not saying anything smart, man. Shut up.
They already know you're angry. They know you're upset. They know you want to go to work. So just go to work. Just go to work. If you're that upset that you can take a day off to go protest, then you must be willing to be arrested. If you're willing to be arrested, you might as well just go to work.
Ever. And then I tell one guy on a chain, like, oh, we have to. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's your fucking right. Go ahead, idiot. What are you going to get from that? You'll get nowhere protesting. Promise you. I haven't had a message in a while. It's been a serious message. But how I feel about what's going on. But, I'm dealing with a lot of smart people here. Dealing with a lot of smart people here. So why are we being so fucking stupid? We have no chance if people are going to go run around on the streets like fucking idiots. Fucking protesting.